Hello and welcome to another episode of Infobotts. This is episode number 74, and I am your host, author Frederick Fishman, where today and every day we are sponsored by me. So for links to all my books, apparel, and gear, go to my main Infobotts website at infobotts.com, spelled with 2 T's at the end. Infobotts.com. You can also help us out and show your support by visiting our Patreon page at patreon.com/Infobotts Podcast. And please also check out our new educational membership website, packed with numerous multimedia elements about the animal kingdom. And that you can find at www.animals, that's plural, animals-central.com. That's animals-central.com. Okay, let's get started. Elon Musk is a multi-billionaire who builds world-class electric cars, electric trucks, and launches into space with his own communications satellites that will provide service to the entire planet Earth. And he now is set on building a new human civilization on the planet Mars. He's serious about the Mars plan and expending billions to fulfill his dreams. Musk wants his Mars city to sustain itself. He explained in an interview at the Mars Society convention last week, in a live-streamed interview with Robert Zubrin, president of the Society, and the person credited with persuading Musk to aim for Mars. Musk detailed some of the finer points about his plans for the Starship, along with getting a city started on the planet by 2050. And here are some of the big takeaways. The acid test for any Mars city will be whether it can sustain itself without shipments from Earth. That would enable humanity to continue in the wake of a cataclysmic event. Second, reaching full sustainability requires sending around 1 million people to the planet. One set of people will go through sponsorship, the other set through collecting the funds together. The Starship was developed in part to meet this goal in a reasonable amount of time. Musk explained that a city would need somewhere around 1 million tons of supplies on Mars, and that requires getting around 5 million tons to low Earth orbit. The total capacity to orbit of all expendable rockets is around 500 tons. Musk said, "I'm 80 to 90% sure that we will reach orbit with Starship next year." That'd be in 2021. I think probably 50% confident we'll be able to bring the ship and the booster back. The initial flights with the Super Heavy booster will use 2 to 4 engines rather than the planned 28. SpaceX aims to start high-volume flights in 2022. That's only in 2 years. The company could also have a shot at demonstrating refueling in low Earth gravity orbit that same year. An uncrewed mission could launch for Mars maybe in 4 years. That would be in 2024. Musk is not super sure where the best place to land is on Mars, but likely the mid-latitudes, probably on the north, and somewhere that's close to ice. A Starlink satellite system on Mars like Earth? Musk said you could totally do some variant of Starlink, maybe with a big laser to provide a link back to Earth. So what's next for SpaceX? Well, they're set to launch the 15th batch of satellites at 12:36 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States on October the 21st. The mission is set to lift off from Space Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. And here's the Musk quote of the week. The acid test really is, if the ships from Earth stop coming for any reason, does Mars die out? And now you know. So I want to thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Infobotts Podcast, and please support our efforts to bring you Infobotts. And you can do that by going to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Infobotts Podcast. That's patreon.com/Infobotts Podcast. So join us again for another episode of Infobotts. Bye-bye.